Today we will continue with preparation of aldehydes and ketones. Earlier we have done its preparations from alcohols, from carboxylic acids. Now from the derivatives of carboxylic acids, that is from the acid chlorides. This section is very important, and if we prepare it from acid chlorides, then it is called Rosenmund reduction. And so let's start. In this reaction, acid chlorides are treated with hydrogen in the presence of palladium, and which is spreaded over barium sulfate, and it is poisoned with sulfur or quinoline. Then the Cl is replaced with hydrogen and we get aldehydes. So Rosenmund reduction is used for the preparation of aldehydes, and it's very important reaction. This can be asked in naming reaction also. And if we take a particular example, that is instead of R, if we replace it with CH3, then it is CH3COCl plus H2 in the presence of palladium spreaded over barium sulfate, which is poisoned with sulfur or quinoline. We get this aldehyde, and that is ethanol. So it can be asked, convert benzoyl chloride into benzaldehyde. We can easily do this by Rosenmund reduction. And next is its preparation from acid chloride with dialkyl cadmium. With this dialkyl cadmium, then we get ketones. So to get ketones, we can treat acid chlorides with dialkyl cadmium in the presence of dry ether to get ketones as a main product. And taking a particular example, that is R is replaced with CH3CH2, and then we get this ketone, and this ketone is unsymmetrical ketone. We can also get symmetrical or unsymmetrical ketones with this reaction. So next is preparation of aldehydes ketones from alkyl nitriles, and this reaction is Stephan reduction. This reaction is also very important, and it has come many times. In this, reaction, nitriles are treated with stannous chloride, NaCl and dry ether, and we get this aldene, and then the aldehyde, that is acetaldehyde. So we get CH3C double bond OH, acetaldehyde, that is nitrile is converted into aldehyde group. So this reaction is Stephan reduction, and it is only used for aldehydes. It cannot be used for ketones. And taking another particular example, that is benzonitrile, and in this, if it is treated with stannous chloride and then HCl and dry ether, we get then this intermediate and then further the benzaldehyde. So this is all about the preparation of aldehydes and ketones, that is which are aliphatic. Now the preparation of aldehyde and ketones which are aromatic. For aromatic, we have different methods. First is from methylbenzene. From methylbenzene, if we treat it with potassium permanganate, potassium dichromate in the acidic medium, then we get this benzaldehyde. And then if it is not controlled, it will further lead to the benzoic acid, that is CH3 group is first oxidized to aldehyde group and then to carboxylic group. That is, we get last benzoic acid if it is not controlled at the aldehyde stage. And similar is the next example, in which if two methyl groups are attached in a benzene ring, then both the groups are oxidized to carboxylic group. So this is important. If one alkyl group is present, it will be oxidized. If two are present, then both will be oxidized. If three are present, then three of them will be oxidized to carboxylic group. And if there is higher group attached, suppose instead of methyl group we have ethyl group, then it will also be oxidized to carboxylic group of one carbon only. That is, we have taken this example. In this, methyl group is replaced with ethyl group and it is oxidized to carboxylic group. That is, any group, any alkyl group is taken, it will be oxidized to carboxylic group only. So next is its preparation of aromatic aldehydes and ketones by Atter's reaction. This reaction is very special because it stops the reaction at the aldehyde stage. So when toluene is treated with chromyl chloride in the presence of carbon disulfide, then we get first this brown complex, and this brown complex in this two hydrogens are replaced with this group, and then further upon hydrolysis it gives CHO group, that is benzaldehyde is formed and no benzoic acid is formed. So this reaction is controlled at the aldehyde stage, and this reaction is called Atter's reaction. This reaction is also very important to control the reaction at aldehyde stage. So this is another example in which ethyl benzene is oxidized to CH2 CHO group. In this, the reagent is not KMNO4 or potassium dichromate. Therefore, the alkyl group is not reduced to only one carbon, that is COH group. Here the two carbons are present in the side chain. So next is by using chromium acid in acetic anhydride, then also we get benzaldehyde or aldehyde group in the side chain by following this intermediate, which upon hydrolysis gives this plus and this side product. So next is Gattermann-Koch reaction. In this reaction, benzene is treated with carbon monoxide and HCl, and in the presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride, or with Cu2Cl2, and then CHO group is introduced at the side chain. This reaction is Gattermann carbon monoxide. And then the well-known reaction, that is Friedel-Crafts acylation or benzoylation reaction. In this, benzene is treated with acetyl chloride in the presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride, and then this acetyl group is introduced at the side chain of the benzene, and it is acetophenone. Similarly, if we use benzoyl chloride, then benzoyl group is introduced at the side chain, and this group is introduced at the side chain, and this reaction is called benzylation. So if benzoyl chloride is used, then reaction is called benzylation reaction. If acyl chloride is used, then reaction is called acylation reaction. And so next is Fries rearrangement reaction. In this reaction, if acetate group is present in the side chain, then it gets rearranged in the presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride to give ortho and para products. That is, OH group is separated and COCH3 group moves to the ortho or para positions. So we get ortho hydroxyacetophenone and para hydroxyacetophenone, and this reaction is called Fries rearrangement. So this is all about the preparation of aldehydes and ketones. In the next lecture, we will start with properties of aldehydes and ketones. In that, we will start with first physical properties and then with chemical properties. So thank you.